Hi, my name is Michal and I'm the Queen of Rocks. And today I want to talk to you about 4 fun facts about quartz crystal. So number 1, let's look at some fun facts about the history of quartz. In the olden days, it was considered a magical stone. And actually, the Greeks, the Egyptians, and the Romans thought they had a magic stone, so they used it as a talisman in their pockets all the time. It's actually made of silicone and oxygen, which is one of the #1 minerals in this world. It's really fun to see how way back, actually before the 1500s, they actually thought of it as fossilized ice. How cool is that? And the Greeks called it kristallos, which means ice. And the Germans actually named it as quartz, but without the T, which is really kind of cool thing. Let's go to tip number 2, which I think is really cool. So 12% of the Earth's crust is actually made out of quartz. It's one of the largest minerals, made out of silicon and oxygen. It is 12% of the Earth's crust, the Earth, not just in Arkansas, not just in Brazil, not just wherever you can find, but actually the whole Earth carries 12% all quartz. Now, when we talk about quartz, it can be clear quartz like you see here, but actually quartz comprises by many different colors, like rose quartz and smoky quartz and amethyst and agate. All of those are considered a silicon-based crystals, which are actually minerals. That is very cool to know. So magnification of quartz. So quartz, what I love about crystal quartz, the clear quartz, is that it is a magnifier by 10 times. If you actually put it in water, it will magnify it times 10. And also if you put it in with flame, let's say a candle holder, it also does that by times 10. So you need to be very wary when you work with quartz that you are clear or that you are in a positive mood. Other than that, don't go near it or put it away. Let's say somebody negative is coming into your house and maybe you know that about them, that they're not the most positive person, that the cup is half empty versus full and expedient. So that's what I'm talking about. So when you want to do, or when you want to have company like that, you just say, okay, no problem, I'm just going to put the quartz away. Also, don't let other people touch your quartz. Quartz is one of those that absolutely absorb other people's energy, and then it will make it come out by 10 times. So if you're negative, you are negative, or if anybody in your family is negative, quartz is not the best thing to have. If you want to have quartz also to empower your space, that is very important. You need to know yourself, clear, right? Because it's working with your ethereal crown chakra. So this is one that works with the higher realms. And you need to also think of that way when you're working with it. You can train it, you can manifest what you want with it. This is a very powerful tool. So in a business setting, if you have a big quartz point, that's your powerhouse piece that you say to it, what I want from you, because it's a point, so it's a director of energy. What do I want from this? I'm going to put it in the middle of my office, and I'm asking for it to bring in power and energy for me to work throughout the day, for me to be consciously aware of what's happening, because it works with your consciousness, it works with your subconscious, with your consciousness working directly with conscious energy, bringing in what you want. So be very diligent on what you want. Write down what you want with pencil, put it underneath it, ask for it, talk to it, just like you talk to your plants, talk to your rocks, and say, I want serenity and peace in my space. I want all my people to work together. I want to create a powerful impact in my space. I want humanity to be abundant in all ways. I want there to be peace on earth, and how can I be a part of that? So anything you think in that realm, you ask the crystals to be a part of that to help you. Now, I like quartz clusters like this because I put them in corners of the room or in the center also. The power piece is the one that goes in the mastery room, And quartz clusters are movers of energies. So you could put also points on corners, like in the shelves, but I like them in the center. And I love quartz clusters on the corners because for me, they move the energy and make things move and flow. And anytime you have a flow of energy and a movement of energy, things just start to happen. If you want it in your yoga room, it's fantastic in the yoga room. Then I would use one solid piece, or a double terminated would be perfect, which means there's a point on either end. If you want it in your living room or dining room, fantastic. Put that there. They're definitely in the corners to move the energy around. You don't ever want to have stagnant energy. In businesses, you put quartz everywhere. As I say that, of course, you're clearing your quartz either with sound therapy, with a sound bowl, or you're going to be clearing it with sage constantly. And if you're outside, if you have a bank, somewhere where you can put the full moon, like out on a window, just go to the window, put all of those on a full moon so they'll be able to clear their energy, because they do absorb a lot of your energy, and you want to always have free, new. And just remember, when you want to clear it, you hold it and then you just let the light of God, just think of the energy up and out, and then the full moon will just reactivate it. So I hope that is a good instruction on how to use your quartz clusters and where. By the way, do not use quartz clusters in your bedroom. It is like not the best place for it because it's an energy and gives you a lot of energy, and there you really want more tranquil energy. So the other quartz you would use then would be more of a rose quartz, because that's more calming and soothing to help you sleep. The fourth one is, working with it in a healing atmosphere. So it is said to be worked for fibromyalgia and diabetes. I can see that because you're working with elemental work. So if you're going to be working with quantum physics, this is definitely a quantum physics. So if you're working with the EE system, or if you work with any scalar system, quartz would be a perfect piece for that. Another thing I'll tell you, I broke my finger years ago. I can still feel the lump. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. So I broke this finger lifting a 400-pound agate, which I shouldn't have done, and I lifted it up with a bunch of people, and I got my finger caught in between a barrel and the quartz. So finally the guys lifted it up, I got to get my finger out, and I broke my finger here. I tied it with a point and I wrapped it around, and that was my, let's just say, cast for my finger, or my splint for my finger for the rest of that gem show. And I could feel the energy zoom, 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 zoom coming in and out and actually healing my finger, and of course putting loving energy into there. And so I use it as a splint. You can use it for many different things. So when you're working with cosmic energy, with quantum physics energy, with God light energy, and with the mineral state, they all work hand in hand. There is no such thing as this only does that and that only does it. It's all one. We are all vibration and energy. And once you start working with vibration and energy with your energetic being, then you'll see how the crystals will then help heal you in many different ways. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe and learn so much more about all the different minerals. God bless and have a wonderful day.